in between housing and lodging, I have a bag with my deer companion that I talked to, and I actually talked to the real ones too. Like, he's real. This came from taking a picture of a real deer. Then I got my box charger here, very valuable, and you can tell a lot by a man if he doesn't have his own box charger. Yeah, that's not the kind of man you want to date. And so when it rains and I'm camping outside, I won't always be camping outside, but when I do camp outside, in between homeless and camping, because the whole idea is for me and Kylie not to get robbed. And so between homeless and camping, that's the whole point to the homeless gig, is fans let me know on the way home today I was looking too rich. And one of the many trips I made home today. So I'm gonna tell you something. So that'll keep my gear from getting wet up. So trying to find ways to I'm trying to go further than my uncle went. My uncle's very intelligent and he's smarter than me, and he's got years on me. But what Joel Osteen said about his father, he said his father had a poor man's mindset. Now I recall who I got that from. He said, he said his father should have, he said, with all due respect, should have enlarged his vision. And that's how I feel about my uncle. My uncle was always like, the fear I'm conquering now is homeless, not being afraid. Fear not, and the Bible says, I gotta integrate biblical scripture. Fear not, and for I'm Alpha and I am Omega, and so my uncle had a fear of homeless, and God is working on my fear of homeless, and I think each of us have that fear. And so my uncle, something he said to me that stuck with me over my life was, he said, Uncle Roland said, Uncle Ro, we call him Uncle Ro for short, R-O. And he said, come on, baby, let's get you somewhere. This is when I stayed with him that one night overnight. He said, somewhere out of the cold and out of the rain. And people have a hold over you. If you worry about your house and you worry about your phone, you worry about different things, people will have I mentioned this before in one of my other podcasts, they will have a hold on you. And I'm trying to get that hold released. God is helping me to release the hold these people have over me, not just the current people that pay my rent for the month, but anybody who is dealing with my housing. And so what if, you are the kind of person I know how to survive outdoors in different weather. I'm trying to not be my uncle so much, but take parts of him and be my own person. Like, I admire and respect him, but it's easy to want to be like, I want to be like my uncle, but you got to be your own person. And I'm pretty sure in some ways he's told me that he want to be me, but he got to be his own person. And so my whole point is, that wasn't a very empowered statement, and that's why people fuck with homeless people so much, why people foreclose houses, they fuck with people so much, because it's the hold that these people have on you. Like, being a landlord they're not necessarily bad people, and they're not bad people, and a foreclosure isn't a bad thing, is what you make of it. What I'm trying to say is, these are accusing voices in our minds that we think this way, that it's the end. It's our culture. It's the end of the world if we lose our home. It's the end of the world. Well, what if you've always dreamt of camping outdoors and you never got a chance to travel, and you never got a chance to camp, you never got a chance to cook outdoors, and it's a first time experience for you, and you wouldn't have otherwise done it. So I'm trying to go further than my uncle went. And Osteen said each generation is about progression. And take the fear out of it. Take disarm them. Take the sting out of it, Who says that being homeless is a bad thing? You don't have the freedom of paying rent, You have the fee. What am I trying to say? You don't pay rent. You don't have to worry about light bill. You don't have to worry about water bill. You don't have to worry about other tenants. So it's really what, because somebody said being homeless is a bad thing, because somebody said, because I'm gonna tell you, this rental thing, you know, is it's not always cracked up to be. Renting is a very huge responsibility. You are responsible. You are the sole responsible one for that property when you sign that lease. That means if it's got damage to it, shit like that, that means like I need to create a legal document with my landlord and letting them know when I'm gonna move out. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Otherwise it's abandonment. Let them know I moved. So legally I can cover myself. Let them know when I'm gonna be out of this motherfucker. And so yeah, so yeah, just positive thoughts, and like I said, taking it all to him, take it all to God, take it all to him. Don't hesitate to take everything to God, and that anything that you think you can't handle, take it to him. Anything you think you ain't strong enough to, you think you ain't strong enough, you can't do it, you can do it. And I got some things that's on my mind tonight, so I might do some packing tonight. I might do some packing. Because I got some things on my mind that I can't shake. There's some things just staying with me that's on my mind. And it's just some things that I can't. I just want to get this over with, you know. And I've been waiting on God's timing to talk to me about it. So talk to me, God. Let me know when do you want me to start packing up? When do you want me to move? When do you want me to start? And he also is telling me, you know, he's also telling me, don't hold them to their word, you know. But I can't say what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to help these other people that hadn't helped me. Because what if I say it, it's gonna help them, and they hadn't really. But yeah, no cleaning supplies tonight. I don't want to do not too much stirring up. I don't want to stir up too much this time of night, because ain't no telling what's up in here. And so I'm gonna say something to y'all, even though I'm all over the place. I am, but at the same time I'm not. That's what the animal kingdom is telling me. I saw a big fucking raccoon tonight, and God, he would be. That's the first Chicago raccoon I seen. I didn't know they come in the city with all the, I was gonna say with all the people, but with it being so secluded, that makes sense why I seen him. So I'm gonna give y'all a before and an after of what I'm about to do up in the living room. Even if it's just a small portion, there's some things I've been wanting to I'm gonna take some of my clothes that I'm not wearing, some of the ones I'm thinking about taking with me, and see how heavy they are for travel. I'm just gonna put it in a little bag like this for right now. And I want to make sure I have enough time to go through my things. So I'm gonna try to show y'all what it looked like. I don't know if y'all can see. This room looked like that chair. All right, nothing. There's other stuff in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all can see it. All right. So all right. So let's tell y'all what we're gonna do. We're gonna so got some clothes that I'm gonna take that I know I definitely want to keep. Keep that. And I should separate my underwear. I'm gonna keep this. I haven't worn it yet. I'll show y'all what this look like. Keep that. Inside this bag, this is the stuff I haven't worn in a long while. I'm gonna keep this in a little pile in the corner. I'll show y'all a picture once I'm done. Keep this. There's little socks in a little pile in the corner. And take that with me while I go get energy drink. More socks. Anything that I know for sure I'm not wearing, I want to make sure I wash everything that I've been getting from. There are handouts, everything I've been getting. It's not really a positive way to say that. I've been getting hand-ups. Not a handout, it's a hand-up. So basically I need to wash the clothes that I've been getting from before I eat before I wash any type of clothing. I got 3 boxes of these, and at least need to take one with me. At least take one set with me, and take one set with me. And the next place I hold up, these are definitely coming with me. It's hard to find, even with cash and food stamps, seasonings that you need to, it's coming with me too. All my meds are coming with me, whatever I don't take before I hit the road. And the crowbar can have its uses. I could use it as a hammer to build my tent, beat my rods and my tent in, and different things of that nature. And so I got these are coming with me. Cinnamon is definitely coming with me, and bringing ginger. So these are things that are hard to acquire. I got those from when I moved here. Saint Sabina was 10 feet tall to me. Saint Sabina was 10 feet tall, but now that I've grown as a person and as a Christian and as a worldly person, we all got all those things in us. They seem small to me. They seem very small. And, had that water running because I wanted a little bit of privacy. You can hear your neighbors inch by inch. You can hear everything. And I wanted like a tad bit of privacy, so turn this water off. And it never was nice having my own apartment. I think we're just conditioned to say certain things and conditioned to behave a certain way. But owning when it's yours, besides the RV, I've never owned my own dwelling. Like I don't mean renting from somebody. I mean like my name is on the deed. But from my experience renting, it is it's torturous, because you are it's a responsibility. You got to keep that property up, And you got people coming in checking to see, you know, they can do things that aren't legal, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because if you do, you're gonna get your ass kicked out earlier than expected. And that's what these people was trying to do. Was people who paying my rent was trying to get me to rat out these people. And I'm thinking, y'all rats too. And I'm like, she want to rat somebody out, they have to do it herself. And fight your own bullies. I got my own bullies to fight. So so it worked out. Kyle not being in the picture right now, because he was already playing mind games with me. I asked him for his advice on this very topic I'm just telling you about, and he had some it didn't make me crazy, but it was all like, here we go. Because he was like, on, as always, on their side. So he was like, and I could tell he was jealous of, these new people in my life. So I'm like, God removed him from her for a reason. And, it's forcing me to lean on him. Everything that's happening right now is forcing me to take it and just. Nobody in my family has ever done this before, as far as I know, and so that's a no that I suspect that maybe Emma may have been homeless and just smart like me and just distanced herself from the family, because I know we kind of opened up to each other about some housing issues, and I think maybe Emma probably experienced homelessness and was smart and got away from our family. And I'm gonna tell you something. When God, this is stressful. No matter how much my spiritual growth has grown, it's stressful. But what he said about that snake with the Israelites complaining, that shit. But I'm human, so I had to trust his timing on growth. And not complaining doesn't mean you don't have tribulation. That was tribulation I experienced on the way to the library. That was tribulation I experienced once I got there. When I got there, my kids were there. So my two problem kids was there. My two problem childs was there, and I was just irritated and ready to go home. By the time I seen them, it was like, that's what I remember at Carter hit me. Kids are irritating. They're a joy to have, but they also require a lot of work and they're irritating. So I'm talking to my kids, and so yeah, it's a lot to process, and but I tomorrow and Saturday I'm gonna come up with more of a solid route to get to Missouri, and it's not like I have a choice in the matter, and because I got some people that want to know for themselves. They want to know for themselves. Ongoing, I'm not gonna say these people are a snitch, but ongoing in Kylie and I's life, people threaten us. We have our life exactly how we want it. We are living cush. And people want our lives, and they threaten. Right now, I'm getting threats. And because I've thought about going to some of these homeless shelters in Illinois and just waiting for Kylie there. Just holding up for her, waiting for her there instead of going on the road. And in between, instead of camping in the weather, and motel stay and lodging in between going and getting to her. I've been receiving ongoing threats, and I'm not gonna say who those threats coming from, because like I said, that's a snitch. But me and Kylie receive ongoing threats. Sorry, Kylie and I, and we to help people. We don't have a choice, and because, like I said, let me say it again, because it felt so good to hear me say it. Kylie and I have our lives exactly how we want it. We have it exactly how we want it, and how we be laid up, cuddling, and Trump would come in. I don't know how the fuck he got in. We be like, how'd you get in here? You know, like you done heard people say that on a movie. And it happened in real life. It happens. Trump or like his posse, like Heck said, sometimes his wife. And man, Kylie, and how'd you get in here? And he's like, buddy, I'm sorry I had to do this to you. And I'm like, man, Kylie and I are like, you said we was off the next 3 days. Well, you were, but something come up, and he said, I hate to do this to you. And he, for the two of us, Kylie and I are always falling asleep for that reason, because we overwork, but we are very overpaid. This isn't the old life where I didn't get paid for my abilities and my talent. And she we're not gonna go there with our financial, but they me and her always fall asleep in our transport. The way they transport us, I ain't gonna get into our transport, but they we fall asleep, and cause we that tired and overworked, we that from the time that we have left when we're not working, we're trying to spend time with each other. So we fall asleep, and we fall asleep in just random places, and but for the most part, we don't fall asleep because Trump is always giving us caffeine. He's like, they send me out, and like knowing I ain't had no sleep, and so they, even though caffeine makes you pee, makes you piss. I forgot I'm not with Tyson anymore. I can say piss. He used to always say it was impolite for a woman to say piss. And so what if it is? So yeah, Trump and his people is always giving me and Kylie caffeine, so it's still wait. They like, sorry to interrupt the romance, but I got work for the two of you to do. And they start shoving the caffeine right down our mouth. Like, don't worry, we brought you something to keep you awake. We figured you'd be sleepy and tired. And so that's what right now is like. Right now, I had my week planned out. I was gonna go and hit every homeless shelter on foot, hit the pavement, and try to get into a shelter. And because I was like, well, I'm about to be straight. I'm about to be in the man gym. Me and Kylie about to be, you know, I'm not gonna get into the things we about to be doing, but it's about to be heaven. And the next thing I know, I'm in my prayer walk, in my meditation, in my prayer, God is telling me, you know, using people to tell me, Missouri, after, you know, I had just had some, but it's not his fault. Some things changed in the moment, you know. Chicago is changing in moments. It may not be a Chicago when I wake up tomorrow. So it's some things that's happening rather rapidly that he needed the 2 months to speed up. He wanted me here. God wanted me here 2 months, but he sped up the 2 months. He sped up. So he might speed up, you know, the timeline on me going to Missouri. He might speed it up. He sped up my trip up here because I was on my way up here. And he did things to speed it up. So he sped things up, and I'm gonna go check this out if it be God's will to I gotta eat something. I got so hungry. And it might be those potatoes. I got some potatoes in there that I might wind up eating. So I'm gonna keep y'all on because y'all crazy. it's like a lot of different things going on right now. But that is the clearest vision I've had in my life so far. But yes, me and Kylie, I'm not sitting up in here cushioning this apartment, but as far as my my way of life goes, aside from having only thing missing is her here right by my side and us in the mansion. So people want a slice of that. People want to, they want our lives ongoing. It stays like that. That's the duration of our marriage. Is that we are always getting threats, and we have to go out and help people. I mean, don't get me wrong. We like people who need, like what I heard this girl say. Why people go into police work and military work. You love helping people that need, and so that's. So right now my adrenaline's pumping pretty hard because of